The Duchess of Kent was a royal mould breaker in so many ways. She was the daughter of a baronet, a hereditary knight if you like, but she didn't have a title of her own. Her father was Sir William Worsley, a Yorkshire squire. She grew up in Yorkshire, and it was there that she met her future husband, the Duke of Kent. He was a young army officer. He was stationed at the army camp at Catterick, which was near the family home of Hovingham Hall, and they fell in love. In 1961, their marriage was televised. It was in the very early days of television. The year before, Princess Margaret had got married on television, and the British public loved this new medium to watch a royal wedding. And it was a very exciting moment. It was a great moment for Yorkshire because this was the first royal wedding at York Minster since the 14th century. And I think that it was a great love story. The whole country loved it. There was a sense of this gallant young army officer who'd lost his father at a very young age, and this was a proper royal love story. All the royal family were there. And then they continued life as a royal couple, but also as a British Army married couple. They had 3 children. The eldest son had the courtesy title of the Earl of St Andrews, and then along came Lady Katharine Windsor and Lord Nicholas Windsor as well. And the Duchess was always very interested in music in particular. She'd been a music student in her youth. She loved music. She was a very talented musician. And that was a thread that ran right through her royal career, if you can call it that. She was very keen on doing independent things with music festivals, music charities, music schools, but also she was very much the sort of the royal face, if you like, of the Wimbledon tennis championships. The Duke had long been the president of the All England Club, but when it came to presenting the prizes, it was always the Duchess who would present the trophy at the end of the championships. And I think a moment that will stick in many, many minds will be the 1993 ladies singles final, when the loser, and it's interesting, we remember the loser, not the winner of that one. The loser was Jana Novotná, who was crestfallen and burst into tears at the end. And the Duchess, in a very human moment, just gave her a hug. And don't forget, this is back in the early 90s. This was sort of groundbreaking stuff on live TV for a member of the royal family to be hugging a weeping sportswoman. And everyone just thought, well, that's a very touching gesture. Actually, the two of them became great friends after that. And as the millennium came, the Duchess wanted to withdraw a bit from public life. I mean, she was still the Duchess of Kent, but she particularly enjoyed teaching young children music. That's what she wanted to do. And so she rather stepped back from the royal limelight and became a piano teacher. She was just known as Katharine Kent to her pupils. And she taught piano lessons both in London and up in Yorkshire, in fact near Hull. And that became a sort of secondary career. And she was very much there at sort of royal occasions, at the big royal occasions, like the wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton. She was there at the Queen's Diamond Jubilee in 2012. But after that, she really receded from public view, but kept up her work with music, her work with children. But I think she will always be remembered as someone who married into the royal family at a time when it was still very much governed by sort of hidebound traditions in the very early 1960s, but who paved her own way, had a loving family who all adored her, who was always utterly steadfast to the monarchy, to the royal family, but found a way of bringing her own touch to the organisations she championed. And she more than made her mark on not just musical charities, but on the lives of countless young children whose love of music and ability to play music was entirely down to her.